Puppy power, unlimited puppy power, and that's how we do an alternate timeline of the Scooby Doo movie. Scrappy becomes Darth Sidious, and bam, hey James Gunn, because I know you the screenwriter, cut me my check. We know you got a buttload of Marvel money and DC money, which reminds me of Peacemaker's a really good show. We might review it. James Gunn, cut me my check. Darth Sidious, Scrappy Doo. Unlimited puppy power. Look at the camera.
So
welcome everyone to the 20th anniversary of 2002's Scooby Doo. I'm Leo. This is Ryan. This is Jacqueline, and we are the Buttery Show. And we're here to talk about a defining movie in a time in which movies in the early 2000s were weird as all hell. Scooby Doo was one of the movies that came out as a bright, shiny star. And even though it's not a perfect movie, it's a damn good time. And thanks to Buffy, Hawkeye's wife, the dude from Wing Commander, unfortunately, and Matthew Lillard. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you're going to leave Freddie Prinze Jr.'s WWE accomplishments out of this?
You're gonna leave a Kanan?
She's all that Freddie Prinze Jr.
Okay.
WWE trumps she's all that. I'm sorry. That man did a lot.
I take that back. No. Star Wars Freddie Prinze Jr. trumps WWE Freddie Prinze Jr. Let's just keep it 100. Anyways, guys, hold on. Give me 1 second. Anyways, I am here, and we're here to talk about Scooby Doo. Before we get into it, thank you for those y'all who are on YouTube and Facebook. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's get started. So, Scooby Doo is a 2002. I'm looking at Wikipedia. It's a 2002 live action computer animated fantasy action adventure comedy. That's a lot of words. Film based on the long-running Hanna-Barbera animated television franchise of the same name, the first installment of the Scooby Doo live-action film series. The film was directed by Raja Gonzalez and from a screenplay by James Gunn, and stars Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard, Linda Cardellini, and I hope I'm saying her name right, Isla Fisher, and Rowan Atkins. The plot revolves around the Mystery Inc., a group of 4 young adults and a talking dog who solve mysteries, who reunite after a 2-year disbandment to investigate a mystery at a popular horror-themed tropical island resort. And yeah, that everything that happened did happen. They totally broke up. And it's like they broke up in a way almost as bad as Destiny's Child.
Which time?
Which time though?
After Beyonce left.
Oh my
god. I'm talking too much. But guys, let's just before we get into what we like, when was the first time y'all saw this movie? Jacqueline, ladies first. Go ahead.
I saw this around the time that it premiered. I was working at Universal Orlando at the time at Nickelodeon's Game Lab, Soundstage 16. And every carnival game, souvenir store, little stop between rides had the freaking giant Scrappy Doo plushed animals for sale. So I couldn't escape this thing if I wanted to. It was just everywhere.
All right then, Ryan. I mean, you're kind of the youngest of us. When was the first time you saw this movie?
You're only older than me by 1 year, bro.
Wait till these kids find out how old I am.
But anyway, to answer your question, I watched this in a VHS tape because keep in mind I was that young. I'll be honest, I did not watch my first theater film was actually Revenge of the Sith. So, but I was a huge Scooby Doo fan, so I was like so excited when this came out. You know, Scooby Doo Zombies Island, Witch's Ghost, Cyber Chase. Shout outs to Gary Sturgis. I love you, man. But I watched this in the VHS tape. My dad actually rented it in a local video cassette store. I was super excited, like, oh shoot. Now the thing is, I thought that the main villain was gonna be the Luna Ghost. So I didn't expect. Keep in mind, during the trailers, we didn't really see a lot. This is what I liked about like the past, like 2000 to trailer. They only show like 1 or 2 trailers, and the rest is that we'll watch it.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect this to be in an island. I was like, oh, cool, that's cool. But overall, when I first watched it, it was a good experience. I loved it. Now, to me, kind of felt a little. I felt like, wait, why does it feel more adult and dirty? Because you look at now, like there's a lot of dirty jokes in this film. Like, oh,
I could look at myself naked. Literally, every boy was saying that after that.
No, dude.
that swap,
Funny
that
story. I
Draco
said
swap.
that during my elementary school, and my teacher put me in detention.
Oh,
Me and my bro Christian.
This.
No, me and my best friend Christian in like middle school or elementary, we're like, we can look yourself naked. And then my teacher's like, shout out to Miss Pressy, I'm sorry. She's like, detention now. I was like, what?
I almost got in trouble at Sunday school saying that, so I got.
No, but overall, I like the film. I actually prefer this. I actually like this film better. I prefer this film than the second film. I know the second film is supposed to be the best one, but for me personally, this one had more charm to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I watched it. I watched it on a VHS tape in my TV cassette. Or TV, my video cassette player and my TV.
Let's see, when I was a boy, I'm joking. I saw this 2 different ways. I remember when Cartoon, I think it was Cartoon Network, no, I watched this on Encore. Encore started showing it like right after the movie was released on DVD and VHS. Give me a second. And so what had happened was I watched it on there. And it was in the middle of the movie when I watched it. And then, hold on, I'm going to do this. This is what we're doing, people. And then...
Look at Pikachu. Okay, look at Pikachu. Here he is. Is it working?
No,
and then I watched
That's
it
right,
on
people. We
end.
babysit and do podcasts at the same time. We can multitask around here.
I found Andrew.
I remember watching the movie on the N. Back before Teen Nick had its own channel, people, there was called the N, where it showed
Yes, I remember that.
Degrassi, Radio Free Roscoe, O'Grady, and they
I love O'Grady.
We gotta do a retrospective review. Anyways, I remember watching it, and it was so big because it was the biggest thing that it pulled so many ratings on the end. When I look back retrograde, and that's how I watched it, and I watched that movie on repeat. That's how much I love that movie. Now, as an adult, I love it more because it's honestly a love letter to kids who grew up either in the 80s watching Scooby Doo or grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s when we watched it on Cartoon Network and then Boomerang. I really enjoy it more as an adult than I did as a kid. With all the dirty jokes and Miguel Nunez's cameo saying, hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, do not go up there to that creepy, creepy castle. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, don't you see me trying to cook a chicken? It's like, but what are you doing with all that chicken? Like, listen, it's part of my culture. I got to do this before I fry the chicken, okay? Listen, don't go to that castle up there. It's like, oh, you want me to go there? Like, no, I'm literally telling you, woman, do not go up there. Don't. I love that. Love it. Anyway, so we can do a whole summary about this movie, but I think everyone has seen it at some point. What were some of your guys' favorite moments in that movie?
Declan.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. I love her to death. I love her in Buffy the Vampire Slayer when she goes, who's the damsel in distress now? I am, straight up. Pow, and drops them in. Like, that's my favorite. for learning a black belt and wanting to not be the damsel in distress anymore. I can relate to that.
Yeah, that was I would say that it was actually pretty progressive thing before being progressive was a norm, but no, like this is around the time where a lot of people did not want to see the damsel in distress anymore, and considering the fact that Charlie's Angels came out 2 years before this movie, that you could clearly see that wire work at doing its job.
Yeah.
My favorite scene, moment or scene in the movie?
Either one.
Honestly, my favorite scene in the movie was actually the post-credit scene. Remember when Shaggy and Scooby were eating all the food? Like, all you can eat? And then, like, eating all... Okay, I swear to God, that scene makes me hungry all the time. And, like, the fact that the peppers... Basically, because the thing is, what I like about this film is it is a love story. It's basically a love film to fans of Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Like they do a lot of cues from the past, like Scooby Doo stuff, like like Daphne being always a damsel in distress.
Mhm.
Fred's plans not always working, and Shaggy and Scooby, of course, like not like always being hungry, and Velma being the know-it-all, solving the missions. And I like the fact that like what's funny? I like what about the movie. It addresses some stuff that's not talked about in the show. Like
Mhm.
you notice, Velma's never acknowledged for her hard work.
Mhm.
I'm like, yes, finally. No, as a kid, it's like, okay, yeah, but now, like, as adults, like, oh shoot, you're right. In a TV show, they never acknowledge her work. She solves all the mysteries. Well, it's always Fred getting interviewed. You notice that?
Yup.
Yeah, I was
Yup.
like, damn. So that's what I like about his films. Like, again, James Gunn. James Gunn's one of the writers. So there's also another thing too is like there's also in the comments. See, I'm gonna read that right now. Reacting dolls. Yeah, this movie honestly it has one of the best castings. Like, look at Matthew Lillard; he's still Shaggy.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, I stand Matthew Lillard. I stand that man. God bless that man. Stu, homie from She's All That, who's dancing to that Rick James song. His cameo
Oh,
on
give
Looney
it to
Tunes
me.
Back in Action. Give it to me, baby.
No, but what I like about this film is like what I like about because keep in mind. So I thought this film was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like another like parody of like base, Of course, I think a lot of fans were scared. Adult fans like, oh, they're just gonna like f up this film. Basically, it's just cash grab. But no, if you actually watch it again, these characters are legit relatable.
Mhm.
Like it's like look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at Peacemaker. Suicide Squad. Like shit. What I like about James Gunn is each of his characters are very relatable.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this film. But I'll say this: my favorite part in the movie has to be legit. It's Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
She develops well. I'm like, it's Daphne.
Mhm.
She develops. Like she was a damsel. Now I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna solve this mystery myself. Like there you go, I did it. So kudos. But overall, my answer question, my favorite part in the film was the post-credit scene when they ate the food because that was classic Shaggy Scooby moment. So
Okay. Okay. I would say my favorite moment in the movie was okay. This is really going to show my age. I really love the scene where he's talking to that girl Mary Jane Shaggy, and he's like,
I love
"That's
Fisher.
my favorite name, man." I'm like,
Jeez.
as an adult now, I'm like, I know what you did there. I know what you did there. I know what you did there. One of my favorite moments, and this is very, very underrated. My favorite scene was when Velma and Freddy were doing the tribal ritual dance to bring the souls back,
Jeez.
and they did not know what they were doing. They're like,
Yep.
and then when they all stopped, Freddy's still dancing.
He's like into moments like,
what you doing?
We need to do the remix. We're not done yet.
But no, and I would also say real quick, this is going into it. I think because of when the year it came out, you can clearly see that this was a 2000s movie. You had the spike tips, you had all the dude bros, you had everyone rocking tattoos, looking like they're ripoffs of NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and Smash Mouth.
It's 2000s, bro.
I'm surprised I'm really surprised I didn't see Papa Roach in there at some point.
Yeah, they had Sugar Ray. They were fine.
Yeah.
Okay. My next question. So the special effects. So they use both practical and CG. What were some of your favorite effects in the movie, and what was the worst one? Clearly, I'm going to say this. We can get it out the way. The one where they grab Robert Atkins and dragged him and stuff. The CGI hand that was terrible. We all know that, but it was 2002. We can't really. We were still tinkering with CGI. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings had the best CGI. But what were some of your favorite special effects?
Special effects. I kind of like the whole protoplasm. I think it was the little floating heads in the cauldron there. And I got to give it to Daphne where she's like, "Put me back. I'll use my tongue as an oar and swim to the edge. I don't want you to rescue me. I'll do it myself." I can relate to that. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was different. And then watching all the floating heads as they try to find their bodies a few times over, that was pretty fun.
what's your worst worst?
It was already
super-
mentioned. Do we need to do it again?
Like, yeah, I think that and Scrappy being. We'll get to Scrappy in a minute, but go ahead, Ryan.
Cornelius.
My favorite special effects has to be honestly it's the I have to agree with Jacqueline. It's the floating heads because I'll admit this: the creatures special effects. God, Scrappy Doo. I'm like, watching it now. I was like, this is cringy. But I'll say this: the best practical I actually like in the film was actually the Luna Ghost scene.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it felt classic Scooby Doo. I'm like, wow, like I know there was wire, but they didn't like it was very creative to the point that remember like he can like bounce off with the floating thing.
Mhm.
That's why this is actually creative. This is actually good writing. Good job, James Gunn. But the creatures and Scrappy Doo special effects, no, I didn't like it.
Ain't.
Pulling heads was fine. I liked pulling heads. And what's fun, also what's effed up. Shaggy's also effed up because remember the party's like it's like he saves someone. Oh, thank you for saving me. Thank you. He's like screw it. I'm
Yeah,
going to
sorry.
friends.
Look,
Yeah,
look
I'm
at you.
sorry.
Oh, back in you go.
Shaggy. Shaggy. But yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, I would say this. Okay, the head, the spirit head in the cauldrons is the best one. We can all agree on that. If I could pick out, okay, I picked one scene now. I'll say this, and this will lead into our discussion about Scrappy Doo being the heel in the movie. When Scrappy goes full monster Joker form from Batman Arkham, man, that CGI did not age well at all.
No.
Like I thought the CGI in Harry Potter 1 didn't look all that good in retrospect. Now, when you look at it, oh my god, that was bro. When you make 95 Power Rangers CGI look good, you did something wrong. But again, it was a testament of its time. I can't really complain all that much about it. Let's go into Scrappy. Scrappy being the heel. I'm sorry, wrestling terms. I'm sorry. Scrappy being the villain.
It's okay. Monday Night Raw is on. Proceed.
I gotta jump back into wrestling. I'm about to go the anime route and just watch all the pay-per-views leading into wrestling now. That's just me. Scrappy being the villain. What did you guys think? Did you guys see that coming when you were a kid and going into an adult? Did you see it coming? What were your thoughts on that?
Actually, to be
Lazy.
honest, my bad, Turkey.
Lazy writing is what I thought of that. With the cartoon from the 80s, Hanna-Barbera, even the other cartoon, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, the bad guy is someone that they may suspect. It's not closely related to the gang. They've questioned the person. They've investigated. And it's all a surprise because they haven't quite figured it out yet. For the writers, whoever made this decision, shame on you. That was just really bad writing to me.
All right. Okay. I might be controversial on my take on it, but Ryan, go ahead.
I'll say this. I'm not surprised he was the main villain because, well, as a kid, it's like, what? Why? But keep in mind, as a kid, like growing up, like, why is he the main villain? And I realize as adult, it is kinda unique because, keep in mind, you guys don't know, Scrappy Doo's history is very mixed. Like there's fans that love him, there's fans that hate him, but the majority of fans that don't like him. That I know because I have a cousin that loves Scooby Doo more than he does. She does not like Scrappy Doo. Like thought he's annoying, like thing over. Like I don't know what happened. Like pup named Scooby Doo. Wait, was Scrappy in that show or no?
Yeah, no, Scrappy was not. It was the gang in kid form, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
I will defend that show.
Because the thing is, a lot of people, according to looking like Scrappy was like the annoying character. Basically, he was like Jason Todd.
Damn it! I was gonna make that joke.
So I think James Gunn knew that. This is the reason why I told this fan is a love letter to fans because a lot of fans did not like Scrappy Doo. I think James Gunn knew that. Because keep in mind, James Gunn, he is a fan first. He actually likes when he makes a movie. He actually like knows the product, right? So that's why I'm hoping he can make a Kamen Rider movie in the future, Mask Rider movie. Anyway,
bro, I hope so too.
But
Look how
anyway,
excited these two are getting.
but the thing is, okay, I'll say this. It wasn't for it. Remember the flashback episode where like Velma tells the guy he likes, family, and then Scrappy was there and he just kicked him out. So honestly, if it wasn't for that scene, this would have been bad. But you actually look back, oh, it does connect because they kicked him out.
Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. So that's my only like Monopoly get out jail free card because of that scene. But honestly, I kind of was hoping they did the same route. Like, oh, the villain has to be someone we knew, right?
Yeah.
But I did see what he did that. It was kind of unique. I'm not mad at it at some point, but I'm like, I kind of wished that the I wish that the villain was someone that was from the form, like Jacqueline mentioned. But I can see what he did that. I can see what he did that. But my honest opinion, I'm not mad at it, but I'm like, okay, it's just for me, it's like whatever. Now, going a little forward, they kind of addressed that issue with the next film, but that's another podcast to explain.
I'm just gonna bust people's bubbles real quick. I have never seen Monsters Unleashed.
That's okay. I haven't either.
I have never seen Scooby Doo. The only scene I've seen from Monsters Unleashed is the premiere when you see our Brandon McLaren from SPD, and I think what's that dude's name? Breckenmeyer from Clueless in that scene, and they're playing the dudes who are fans of Shay, like, yeah, man. And then obviously Seth Green being Seth Green, the whole scene having the hots for Velma, which I mean, I understand. That's the only scene I saw in that movie.
No. He did watch it. It's just he fell asleep.
Who?
You.
No, I never saw it. That's the only clip I
No. I saw you were watching it with me. I actually took a picture of it too. It's like this.
No, I sort of. I wish I could cuss on this podcast, but I have a baby here.
Oh my God, Brian, the baby's here. Don't do that in front of the baby. Come on now.
I'm gonna catch you in the streets.
You better sleep with one eye open. That's what that means. I know what that means.
Don't even catch you in the streets, homie. Anyways, no. I actually don't. Okay, this is where I'm gonna be controversial. Scrappy as the villain was a great idea, and the only reason being is because when you look at the history, the Jason Todd-esque thing that happened with Scrappy, even if you go on Cartoon Network used to have vignettes. Back in the Cartoon Network used to be good. Yes, I don't think Cartoon Network's good anymore, people. Like,
yeah, I agree with you.
I'm a grown man. I'm 27 years old, okay, and I don't really watch Cartoon Network unless it's Toonami, and that's at midnight. Shout out to Steve Bloom. So even in the Cartoon Network vignettes, they were always making fun of Scrappy. Every single vignette, even on during the Cartoon Fridays promos, they were always making fun of Scrappy. I saw what James Gunn did. James Gunn not only listened to the fans, James Gunn clearly was watching Cartoon Network as well. So
James Gunn's a fan, like that's why.
and to be honest, the way he does not like Scrappy, he kept that same energy writing Peacemaker's dad and Peacemaker.
You can T1000.
Hey, shout to Robert Patrick. He's now my favorite Wolverine. Tune in, listen to Marvel's Wasteland Wolverine. Anyways, I like the idea of Scrappy being the villain. Now the CGI, I mean, they could have done. Here we go. We're doing this on this show. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Jacqueline, hit that Jim Cornette button real quick.
All right. I got Pikachu. Jim Cornette button. Hold up. Where's it at? Where's it at? Did you give me that button?
No, here.
There it is.
There we go. If I could, give her the thing real quick. Give her the thing. Hold. I got you. Hold. Do it. This is what we're doing, people. If I could put it back up. If I could Jim Cornette this real quick, the way I would have wrote this, and I wish I had my glasses with me. The way I would have wrote this was, instead of Scrappy being the freaking Joker, Venom Joker monster from Batman Arkham, he finds an ability to be like Shang Tsung and is putting his soul in every single body. That would have been pretty lit, where he just steals the body of each background character to chase Shaggy and Scooby. Maybe grab a muscle bound person who's probably a professional wrestler who walked on the set. You don't like the idea? You don't like the idea? You don't like the idea?
He's like, no.
That's fine. But if they just turned Scrappy to Shang's son, I think that would have been a better idea.
Be like, your soul is
It's
mine.
mine.
Power.
Puppy power.
Hey, that would been good marketing because Deadly Alliance came out that year too.
It did.
Oh god, that game was trash. Anyway, look, Deception was the only good 3D Mortal Kombat game until MK9 came out. I think that's my thing. I think Scrappy was a good idea as a villain. They could have done a little bit better with it, but the fact that James Gunn not only listened to fans, but is probably a big fan of Cartoon Network and will never say it, that works for his favor when it came to writing the screenplay. Now, funny enough, I want to look at the actors who are in this movie. So, and then my phone's dead. So, funny enough, every single one of these actors was coming off something big. Homegirl who played Velma, if I remember correctly, she was on Freaks and Geeks, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she just came off Freaks and Geeks. Sarah Michelle Gellar was already on season 4 or 5 of Buffy. Matthew Lillard, what was he doing? He just finished 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts, yeah, that was good.
And Freddie Prinze, what was he doing?
I Know What You Did Last Summer, or I Still Know
No,
What
he
You
did last summer.
Oh yeah, he just finished. He was fresh off of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like everyone was doing something. It's not like none of these people were not doing anything before this movie happened. And then if I remember correctly, Isla Fisher's in it, and Isla Fisher was Pam from The Office. Funny enough.
Yeah, and also she's legit one of the best comedians.
Dude, I love Isla Fisher. Funny enough, here's a pop quiz that used to be James Gunn's wife too, in case no one knew that.
Oh.
And she would go on to help James Gunn with his next big project, which was Slither, which is one of my favorite comedy horror movies because it's just a love letter to horror in general. And of course, we know James Gunn. James Gunn went on to be arguably one of the greatest directors of the 21st century.
And writers too.
Guardians 2, Suicide Squad 2, Peacemaker, wrote a whole bunch of stuff for movies and DVDs. I can't. You will never hear anything bad about James Gunn coming out of my mouth. He's a saint. I said it. You can at me on Twitter too. and I don't take anything back. Anyways, what was one? Okay, now let's get to some stuff. What were some things that you didn't like about the movie? Jacqueline, go ahead.
Okay. To me, there were certain parts of this movie that felt like if you're making pancakes for breakfast, and sometimes the first one comes out a little lumpy, a little lopsided, a little wonky, you still put it out there. You still serve it with the rest of the stack, but it looks different. Like the whole island thing and how quickly they put everybody on a plane and sent them over there. To me, that's something I really didn't like about this. It kind of didn't make sense to go through all that just to get the group back together.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing with the zombies being like, yo, what up, dog? Like, for a zombie to do that, I was just like, dude, what the hell?
That was such a trope in the 2000s. I'm not even. I can't really fault them on that, but no, you're right. That was dumb. That was dumb.
Okay.
And the educational videos too.
You blame Eminem for that. I love Eminem.
What I didn't like about this film was a lot of plot holes. There are some plot holes that were not addressed. So remember in the first scene when they first arrived on the island, where like those college kids are already they're already been what's the term? Controlled? Possessed.
Yes.
So what happened? Remember they got out of the island. So what happened to those kids? Like those ghosts cannot go travel 1,000 miles unless So that's a plot hole. Plot hole is where did the Damon Midas come from? Damon Midas. Another plot hole was technically, how did Scrappy take over the island in the resort? That's what I wanted to know. So my only complaint is the plot holes in this film, and also what were the creatures? What were their origin story? I want to know. So that's my only complaint.
Okay, sorry.
Now the thing is, there's a reason why I know I said Monsters Inc. This is my personal favorite, but there's a reason why Monsters Inc. is a superior sequel because they actually do address. Like, that's what I like with Monsters. They do address all those problems in this film because they actually got another story. So that's why after this, don't worry guys, these two will watch Monsters Unleashed.
we will watch Scooby Doo too.
Yeah,
We will.
We
should do live reactions on it as we watch it. That'd be fun.
it's a good film. But yeah, like what I said, it's just the plot holes in this film that got me like, eh. I mean, there were some delete scenes that did show. Like example, remember Velma got possessed and they didn't really show it. But there was a delete scene where I can see why they deleted it because she was technically very kinky in that scene. She's like, "Hey guys," I'm like, that's not Velma."
I have not seen the delete scene.
You haven't seen the delete scenes?
No, I haven't.
They had sexy Velma in it. She's like wearing lingerie and everything. It's like,
oh god. Yeah, you can't market that to kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's wearing a lingerie and she's acting like she was possessed, like in like Alien or like yeah. I'm serious.
Okay then.
She's like, because Daphne's like, oh, you're wearing makeup, and she's like, hey guys, look at her. I was like, now keep in mind, this is like, oh crap, Velma's hot.
I mean, listen, Brian, you and I both talked about this. Like growing up, we preferred Velma over Daphne any day of the week. So
I'll say
like,
Velma.
I love Velma
Me
over
too.
Daphne.
What else? That's all pretty much it. It's just the plot. It's just the plot. Plot holes in this film that they don't address. That's pretty much it for me.
Okay, I'm really reaching when I say my issue with it. What happened to Miguel Nunez after the last time we see him is when he's telling them, "Yo, I am out." Listen, that whatever's going on right now, they better bring back some evil demon thing or whatever it is. I'm finna go. I'm finna go back to wherever it is. I'm about to go back to the set of Street Fighter and try to do another Jean-Claude Street Fighter movie. So I'm out.
Oh my god.
Yo, we need. Listen, we need to do before Street Fighter 6 comes out. We need to do Street Fighter movie. I'll bite the bullet and review Legend of Chun-Li. We'll have a good time. I'll probably
R.I.P. Rod. Oh my god.
I'll probably be drunk when I do Legend of Chun-Li because I'm going to say a lot of
you
stuff.
Need Jen for that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Jen for that. We're gonna do. Hell, we'll do a live drunk reaction. Anyways, I really wish Miguel Nunez. Did he ever come back in the second one?
No.
See.
No one from this film comes back for a second film.
See, Miguel Nunez would have been a good idea. I'm just saying, he's a good character actor. But I would say my only complaint, because I honestly don't have too many complaints about it, other than the effects didn't age well and stuff like that. So it's a crew in high school, because I remember them talking about how like Fred was the coolest guy at in high school. So are they high schoolers? Are they college age? What's up?
Okay, so this would happen. So there's actually a third film. Like technically it's canon.
What?
Huh?
It's actually it's a TV movie where it's basically how it started.
Oh hell no!
A teenage.
Oh hell no! No! But we don't. Oh my! Oh
no, but
hell no!
Technically, it's the first.
Go ahead.
Okay, the third film was basically a prequel to the first film. Basically, it's how Scooby and Shaggy first met and how they met the rest of the cast. But basically, they were in Coolsville High. They even mentioned some, like not mentioned, but there's like, okay. Technically, it's a prequel. So we're like wasn't frame. Haley Kiyoko was Velma.
Mm-hmm.
So they were high school friends. That's put in that general.
Okay.
No, they're actually adults in this film. They're actually, well, technically they're college.
Okay.
Age.
Because I was gonna say, why does Fred still act like a high school douche at the beginning?
He's on the cover of Teen Beat.
Huh? Wait, what?
He's on the cover of Teen Beat too. They showed that for like a split second in the beginning.
Yo.
You know, it's funny. I always wondered how, like, do they ever pay these kids to do mysteries? That's not a plot hole.
They never see that. See, that's a good issue. I would have. you would think that in this movie, and maybe Monsters Unleashed, I don't know because I haven't seen it. They probably like, hey, yo, how much you guys make? Like, y'all legit putting y'all lives on the line to fight these fools who are dressed up like clowns and stuff like that, and are actually are trying to kill y'all with these Vietnam-esque booby traps. Yo, how much do they pay you? Like, do you get some sponsorships? Do y'all sponsor? Does NASCAR sponsor you? Do you got the Rock sponsoring you, or anyone from WWE sponsoring you back in the 2000s?
Or the government?
Did Fred ever end up on Scorpion King 9 in that universe? What's up? That's the only white guy in the crew.
I mean, it does get. I think it does get addressed in the second film, but again, I don't know. I can't. You have to guess how I watch it, but yeah, they never mention here they get paid or not. Like they did. Well, thing is, remember when Shaggy and Scooby were in the beach and there was a guy that was said my Scrappy, like, oh, my owner, my boss will pay you. He's like, oh, nice.
Yeah, like, they pay you $50,000, or was it 10 or 50? That was 10,000, which was a lot of money back in 2002.
Actually, I think they did pay them because remember it's like and all you
all you can eat.
All you can eat? And I think they did pay them.
When you tell a fool who's been smoking a little too many Mary Janes for his sake, we're finna go all you can eat in 2002. Whoo! That's payday. It's payday right there.
I'll be honest. I kind of wanted to see what Scooby Snacks tasted like.
Everyone know what Scooby Snacks tastes like, dude. You're not the only one. Everyone of our generation, older and younger than us, have always wanted to know that. It's like the Krabby Patty. How good is that Krabby Patty for Plankton to try and take over the world over a damn burger?
It's basically, dude. A Krabby Patty's In and Out.
No, okay. We're about to go.
Oh god, we're going out.
In-N-Out's not that good. In-N-Out is overrated. Okay, I love In-N-Out, but every time someone says, "Let's go to In-N-Out," man, like, no. Listen, Fat Burger is better than In-N-Out.
The baby's here, Ryan. Don't you do it?
I know I can't. That's why I'm just doing this.
I saw you starting to do it.
Yeah, Fat Burger.
I got better.
Fat Burger is better than In-N-Out, bro. Any day of the week.
No, you know why, dude? Fat Burger, huh? I heard he make people sleep.
You know what? You
better sleep with one eye open. He's not gonna have this.
Show's over. We're done. We're done. Hit the credits. Cut. Hit the credits.
We out.
Okay, whatever. Ryan, I know where you live, bro. Just remember that. Anyway, your mom will let me in too. Anyways, so I will say this, and if there's anything else you want to discuss about this movie, by all means, guys, throw it in there. I would say this. I think Zombie Island. Now I know we're comparing apples to oranges. Zombie Island honestly did a better job telling us what they do when they're not solving mysteries, because Fred's a cameraman, Velma works at a library, Shaggy and Scooby, they still do their fizzle. Daphne, I don't know what's.
Daphne became a news reporter.
That's true. Daphne and Fred worked for the news. There you go.
And then Shaggy and Scooby became
there was another joke I was gonna make, but my son's right here. I can't make that joke with the child right next to me. Let's just say it starts with let's just say a lot of fans will be pleased. Other than that, I really wish they addressed what they did off like when they're not solving mysteries and almost dying. That's just me. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss? Because I think we covered the bases.
Jacqueline?
I don't know. I mean, we did a pretty good job. I mean, the plot moves along very quickly.
I got one. Favorite performance of the entire crew. Who was your favorite? Who had the best performance?
I already answered that, but
okay.
Oh, you did? What was your answer?
Daphne.
Well, that was my answer too. That's not fair.
Sarah Michelle Gellar did a really good job in this.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, because I'm a horror nerd at this point, Matthew Lillard. I think Matthew Lillard did a fantastic job as Shaggy. He honestly, even though I love the cameo Matt Lillard did for Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Oh yeah,
Shaggy
and the sequel.
If you do the sequel, man, if you mess this up, it's gonna be hookings for you. Yeah, hookings. I still love Matt Lillard's performance. Matt Lillard coming off a screen, coming off of 13 Ghosts, She's All That, and Wing Commander, had the best performance for me personally, and that's because I like the dude. He's a cool guy. I didn't know. I met him at Comic-Con at one point. So he's a really I met him back in if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, I met him at 2017 Comic-Con. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because I met Erika Ishii, who voices Valkyrie in Apex Legends, and I met Mark Andraco, who wrote Love is Love, the comic book, which is a fantastic comic book, guys. You should totally read it. But yeah, cool dude.
Adding to it, let's see, anything I but honestly, again, like I said, this film, it's rewatchable. I actually enjoy watching. It's a feel good movie. So people haven't watched this yet, I would say go watch it. You don't need knowledge of the past Scooby Doo movies to watch this. You don't. That's what I like about this film. But you do watch the past. Well, you're a fan of the past TV shows. So you do watch the past TV shows, or the past TV movies. You will appreciate this film a lot. Now, the only thing that's controversial is those adult jokes.
I could look at myself naked. Yeah.
It's funny. She's like, it's like, damn, what's that?
I didn't think they're going to go with that joke. I didn't think that they were going to actually do it, and they did it on a children's movie. I'm like, okay then.
And you what
do you eat? You have no food in your body, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Don't you ever eat?
I'm Fred again.
No, but I could say
there's a kitty here.
I could say this. I felt that this cast loved doing the film. There's a lot of and their chemistry too was very genuine, and it also did work because you guys didn't know. You guys already know Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. got married.
Yeah.
They've been going, and they've been.
They're still going strong.
Yeah, so that's why this film is special to them because it helped them.
They stay together more than Brad and Jen Aniston. So hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I went there. Shout out to my friend. I'm joking. But no, it is a true love story when you think about it. I have not seen that type of love story outside that since Child's Play. In case you guys don't know, homegirl who plays Andy Barclay's mom, who's in that Star Trek movie, she married the guy who helped create the Chucky doll. I can't remember Kevin Yeager. No, he's not Yeagerist, Ryan. Don't even say it. Kevin Yeager.
We need to cover Chucky. That's going to be a whole nother podcast. The TV series.
I'm so down.
Dude, season 2. I'm in.
I need to watch season 1. I didn't watch Chucky the show because I was really scared, but then if it was gonna suck. But Noemi put me on a game because she loves Chucky, and then
he loved this season. You did. Oh my god!
I know Andy.
Watch it.
I know Andy and Kyle come back, and I'm like, what?
They do. So does Nika.
I'm so happy. I gotta watch it now. But yeah. All right. Overall grades, guys. Out of 10, I'll go first. I use this movie for its time as an adult for its time now. It's solid 8. Not a fun movie. It's nothing like, oh my god, it's the greatest movie ever, but it's a very fun, entertaining movie to watch. You feel good after watching it. And in a day and age where there's not that many feel good movies, this is a good one.
I give this film a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
7.
That's a good grade. That's a good grade.
I'm sticking with my pancake metaphor. The lumpy, wonky shaped first pancake. I'm going to give it an 8. It's good. It could have. There's parts obviously that could have been better. We can talk about that all day, but it was good for what it was at its time.
It's funny. I'm glad they actually made a film of Scooby Doo during this time, because if they made a film now, I'm like, they won't feel the magic in the past. At least this one, you felt the essence. So.
I would have a lot of issues if they made Scooby Doo today. That's
right. Look at the last Scooby Doo movie. Come on, I get Scoob, but I'm like, it didn't feel like a Scooby Doo movie.
How many okay, Ryan, before we go to comments, how many live action movies did they do after 1 and 2?
Just 2 more. It was a prequel and this. So here's the thing. I'm going a little spoiler. So okay. The third film focused on how they met. It was their first mystery in their high school. The second film was how they finally became as a team, how they got their iconic looks, and also basically the second film was their first mystery that was not in the school. It was actually they were asked to come. Their official mystery.
That is freaking.
But set before it's in the canon with this film. This film, yeah.
It's canon.
It's canon.
According
to the people, it's canon. But I don't know. But they say it's canon.
I'm like, can we like? I would rather than say it's a multiverse. We've already used the multiverse.
Oh, there's already a multiverse film. There's a
the X-Men's canon. You said both Fantastic Four movies are canon because of the multiverse. We might as well call it the Scooby Doo multiverse, the Scubaverse. I don't know.
I'm gonna try and reel it in, Ryan. I'm trying.
Comments. I'm not gonna go. Look, this is a different story for another time. Comments.
Hey, we should watch all the Scooby Doo movies. Like that's the three of us. I want to see this reaction.
We're doing live reactions, and I'm fine with that because oh my god, that's.
Oh my god. Okay.
I've had a good time doing this review. Let's keep it going. I want
actually think about it. Best Shaggy. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, you have to go with
Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem. No. I mean, like, to my opinion, he's the best live action Shaggy because there's been two, and he's the best one for me. But it's Casey Kasem. He's legendary. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, but Matthew Lillard has done a good job honoring him. I
agree. Like he did for you guys watch Scooby Doo. Get a Clue. No. What's it? The Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated.
No.
Dude, you should watch it. It's like one of the best Scooby Doo animated shows. It's like legit. It's legit. Like it's legit. It's basically Supernatural meets Scooby Doo. The same vibe.
The baby is getting cranky. Let's move this along.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Give me a sec, guys. I'm losing back. Give me a sec.
I see you, little one. I see you, little prince. Look at the baby.
This is a good arm workout. In case you people out there who are now new parents, use your baby as a dumbbell.
All right, I heard a knock in my. See, now I'm getting superstitious. I thought I heard a knock on my door.
Very superstitious. Next comment.
Okay, so anyway,
Ryan's on the wall.
Okay, movie had the best. Oh, I said movie had the best casting. Okay. Okay, OG movies. Okay. Cool. Let's get. Yeah. Well, like 2002. I was 7 years. I was 7 years old this time.
Same.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it was him. I don't think it was lazy. I think. Well, Leonard, you got an agreement here.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, James Gunn actually did something right here.
See, like I said.
I like the Scooby Doo Smoke Trail Run. Smoke Trail Run?
There's a movie called Smoke Trail Run.
No, I think it was like. Oh, I think it's a game. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Michaels is here. So hello, my lovely people. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
Hi.
You guys should review live action Mortal Kombat movies. Leo?
Ooh, listen, I'm down for it. Do not ask. If I do Annihilation, I'm probably gonna tell someone just to do it while I'm just here. I'm here crying because of how terrible that movie is.
Oh god, it was awful.
But we can talk about Mortal Kombat 2021. Mortal Kombat 2021 was lit.
Yeah,
and I know what I know. I said what I said on a Name Redacted show, but I actually liked it. I've watched it several times recently. I'm like, okay, despite the Arcana thing, the movie's good. I like it, and I'll watch the cartoon movies too.
Yeah, the best thing about Daphne is that she becomes consistently the team athlete after this movie, even the cartoon. Yeah, well, yeah, well, in the cartoons, was she an athlete? Well, in the next animatrix, I think she does, but the past, no, she was a damsel. You gotta look at the back. Hanna Barbera. What was it?
Hanna Barbera.
Yeah, like Era, like she was a damsel.
Hey, at least in What's New Scooby Doo, she was doing
What's New Scooby Doo? She got better.
Yo, and listen, because of this movie, we got What's New Scooby Doo?
We're for you. Solve that mystery.
I see you, Scooby Doo. Na, 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 na. What's Scooby Doo?
Na 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 na. He's gonna.
Yo, that's listen. I know everyone loves old school. No, this was the defining Scooby Doo.
Also, keep in mind, Simple Plan also did a theme song for Scooby Doo
Yes.
too.
So, yo,
Don't
thanks,
wanna
thanks
think
Simple
about
Plan.
you.
Thanks, Simple Plan.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, can any person they catch actually go to jail legally to steal legitimate?
You know what? You know what they should have done as a sequel? Like for a 20-year reunion, everyone they put in jail, they come back. And we have like a purge moment.
Monsters Unleashed.
No. I'm talking like we go purge. We go with the purge, bro, where they invade their house. Like, let's say they're all shacked up in one house and they're all trying to kill them. We turn into an action comedy horror movie.
Oh my god. They are like the Hardy Boys. They do it for fun of it. Yeah. And guys, I did interview the Hardy Boys. So.
Hey, yo, the show is lit. Y'all should watch it.
Yeah, go show is lit. Season 2 is already out on Hulu. Go watch it. It's very lit. Let's see what else before we go. When Scooby ran and yeah, not this. I gave this movie a 10 out of 10. Okay.
That's a nostalgia talking, but okay.
All right, cool. All right, so that's it. Before we leave, thank you guys so much for watching this podcast. The next podcast we'll do is a surprise. I kind of already have one in mind, but keep in mind, huh?
I was like Falcon Punch.
Falcon Punch. And of course, Leo will be part of it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So before we leave, Jacqueline, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jacqueline Amir, all lowercase letters all together, along with right here on the Buttery Show and the Morphin Network. Don't forget season 2, part 2 of Dino Fury drops at the end of this month. We are going to be right here with you guys answering questions, probably coming up with some of our own. And you can also catch me at Ranger Stop Orlando, November 11th through the 13th. It's going to be a good old time. I guarantee it.
Where can I find you, my good friend?
You guys can find me here being a dad. You can also, guys, you can find.
Wait a minute! Get my handle out of there! You better sleep with one eye open.
I'm gonna have Jonathan poop on your pillow. You can find me on Instagram. Get the picture off, please. This is not even this is Morphin Network. This is bullshit on Morphin Network. Y'all can find me on Instagram.
He's laughing.
Y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram, @Fox, and find me on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. You can also find me here on the Buttery Show, Morphin Network. And this week we're bringing the Struggle Gaming podcast back. We are about a week away from our 5-year anniversary being on the podcast. So yeah, 5-year anniversary episode coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
And
Cool.
you can find Jonathan with me.
Oh, so cute. Okay, you can find me on Instagram, DancerBoy247, and please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, we do have a Twitter page, forgot, at Morphin Network and the Buttery Show. So until again, see you guys. It was fun. Also, Scooby Doo, where are you? God, catch that!
No. We're gonna end it right. What's a Scooby Doo?
We do. Gotta follow you. All that mystery.
I see you, Scooby Doo. What's a
You guys would
Scooby
have
Doo? Bye bye, Buttery Show.
Na. Okay.
Anyways, guys, have a good one. Stay safe. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Peace.